Coming back to you guys with another video. I've been wanting to make this video for some time now. I just came back from my walk with my little sister, and we just been talking about life. And she's 15, and I was telling her how life works, and if she wants something in life, she has to go get it, and that she has to build the best version of herself to attract what she wants. And just giving her that brotherly love talk. And I felt that right now is the best time to tell you guys my story. I know I've been giving you guys bits and pieces of my story, but I want to get full in detail of the evolution of Willie Parker. Who is Willie Parker? So you guys know who I am. And my name is Willie Parker the fourth. I am the junior of my family. I'm number 4 of all the Willie Parkers. I'm actually the last Willie Parker. My dad died when I was 6. And I know I'm about to just drop some heat on you guys, but I'm about to walk you through it. Like, I'm about to walk you through when I was a baby, from the time I was to now. I was born in Rockledge, Florida, April 1st, 2000. I'm an April Fool's baby. Hence why I'm a fucking joke now. I play around so much. And I'm the 4th. I'm the last one. Like I said, my dad died when I was 6. And growing up, I grew up in a single parent household. My mom, she was a very hard working woman. She literally gave us everything that we wanted, and she made shit happen. And I was a problem child. I was a kid that got in trouble in school. This is from elementary. I was a kid that got in trouble in school, fighting the teachers. Yeah, I used to hit teachers, bro. Like, I used to hit teachers. Like, you better not fucking fuck with me. And my older brother, he was in 6th grade while I was in 1st grade. And every time I would get in trouble in school, they'll have my older brother come in, like, calm me down. And it's crazy how life has changed. Like, now that my brother used to help me when I was younger to get me right, now I'm in the position to help him now. But don't let me get off track. I was always in trouble. Like, I always fought the teachers. I always had like a issue. So they end up putting me in a special needs class because they needed more teachers to watch me. You gotta have a teacher to watch the full class, and you have like another teacher to assist them. Yeah, I was in that type of situation where the teacher couldn't watch me and the kids at the same time. We had to be like 3 teachers in there or like 2 teachers. So they ended up putting me in a special needs class. I had no disorder. I was just fucking bad. And I just needed attention. That's all I need. I just needed attention where they take time with me. And growing up from 1st grade to, I want to say, to 4th grade, I was in a special need class. And I was always getting kicked out of the schools. It was to the point where everybody knew who I was in the school. Everybody knew I was bad. And it got to the point where my mom had to come pick me up at a certain time. Like, she had to come pick me up at 12 p.m. every day. I was that bad. Like, I used to fuck the teachers up bad, bro. Like, you wasn't gonna tell me to do anything. Like, if I was pissed, I'm fighting. Like, I don't give a fuck who it was. I'm fighting. And by any means necessary, my mom, she used to always whoop my ass. And I don't know why I was so fucking bad, bro. Like, I was just fucking terrible. Like, getting into shit, you would think I would be a badass YN if you see me before. Just being bad in school, I didn't start to realize, I think it was 5th grade, I realized, because I want to say I don't take accountability for my actions from when I was like under 10, because I was just a kid. I didn't know any better. But from like 5th grade, that's when I had to start taking accountability. That's when my mom actually had to sit down and have talks with me. Hey, if you keep getting kicked out of these schools, you're going to have to get homeschooled. I'm going to have to quit my job. And you need to stop what you're doing. Like, it got to the point where my mom had to have serious talks with me at this age. And like, I was always a kid getting into shit. Like, you better not fuck with me in school. That's how I was. It's like, I wasn't a bully, but just don't fuck with me. Like, I want my shit. Like, I want my shit. If you tell me you're gonna give me something, I want my shit. And from fifth grade to, I would say fifth grade to seventh grade, I didn't start to hit that switch in my head that I know I needed to become a better person. I know I needed to not embarrass myself, because I used to embarrass myself so much to the point where I was in like the special need class, and we used to always get lunch together, and like people will always see me in that special need class, even though I'm not supposed to be in there, but my actions led me to there. And my mom used to always discipline us. She used to always tell us, hey, you know, what you do wrong, it will come back on you. And I had to learn at a young age that all the wrong I did came back on me at a young age. So I ended up getting kicked out of the school. They ended up taking me out because I ended up doing more shit. I didn't learn my lesson. I was hard-headed. So fast forward to middle school. So I went to it was sixth grade through eighth grade. I went to a private school by sixth grade year. And that's when I started learning about God. And that's how I met some of my closest friends. I started learning more about God, learning more about structure in life, and you know, I was starting to wake up. And I told my mom, hey, you know, I'm sorry for what I did in the past, you know, because I used to be ADHD, so I used to be on a lot of medications. And I was like, Mom, I'm doing good in this Christian school. I'm learning more about God. I'm finding peace for myself and then I was also playing sports too. I also played Little League football, so that kind of took me to where I got disciplined now too. It kind of calmed down. I was like I said, everything calmed down. I was in fifth grade. That's when I started to realize. So I used to play like Little League football, and my mom used to always keep me busy, because if I wasn't busy, I was going around the neighborhood fucking people up, hurting people, doing bad shit. Me and my brothers, we stole a fucking golf cart and we ran it into the wall. Like, we used to do stupid shit, but we used to always do good shit too. Like, we used to go around the neighborhood, you know, washing people's cars for free. We used to live on a golf course, so we used to find golf balls and like resell them to like all the golfers. We always made money. Like, we was always selling stuff. Like, we used to fish all the time too. We used to catch fish in the water in our little ponds, and we used to sell them to the Mexicans. They used to come out and cut the grass in the neighborhood. So summertime was always fun because we used to always get into shit. Like, my mom used to smoke and shit. This is when I started smoking too. I did start smoking when I was like 12, 13. My mom used to smoke. She gonna hate me if she see this, but we used to steal her weed and like roll up blunts and smoke her shit while she's gone. But we used to get into a lot of shit. It just used to be me and my older brother and his friends. I was always around older people. And sixth grade is when I was learning more about God. I was getting in touch with myself, finding out what I want to do. And I was telling my mom, hey, I'm ready to be back in public school. Like, I got this. I want to be, because my cousins, BJ and TJ, we was always close. When we had like family gatherings, we always used to be close together. I see how they had a strong connection with each other. But hey, I want that. But they was always at school together, so that's how they were able to get that strong connection. And I was telling my mom, hey, I'm ready for, public school. I learned my lesson. I know what I want now. And it switched. That's when I started being on my purpose. Even though I did have some hiccups in like middle school. I went to Stone Middle School, and it's located in I grew up in Melbourne, Florida. So I told you guys I was from Rockledge, and I grew up in Melbourne, Florida, Central Florida. It's right in the middle of Florida. But so I went to Stone 7th grade year with my cousins. They was always in a grade higher than me, so they was in 8th grade. That's when I started getting into sports. That's when I got my first girlfriend, and that's when I started to really develop myself, knowing what I want to do with myself when I go to high school. So I used to work out, like I said, I used to play football, and I had a girlfriend, had confidence. And then at the end of the 7th grade year, she ended up breaking me. That's when I breaking up with me. That's when I went through my first heartbreak. She told me that she was moving to Puerto Rico. She just went to another school. That's how I started to learn more about women. She was my first kiss ever. And 8th grade year, I stayed back at Stone for the first semester. Played on the basketball team. Gained more friends, more relationships that I got with the people I know now. I thank God for that. And middle school was just like cool selling with me. I was just to be honest, I was just getting ready for high school because I knew high school football was coming. So I used to work out all the time with my older cousins because they used to play on the football team. And I was preparing myself for high school. And then 9th grade year came around. I first got introduced to high school. This is my first time ever being on like a really good football team. So my football team used to be okay. So it was 9th grade football was like a whole different level for me because it was like a lot more serious. Because like people was going off to college, like this shit was serious. Like coaches were being more like hands on with shit. Like I was exposed to a lot, like being in the weight room with older big seniors and shit, just admiring them. Like I want to be like them when I grow up. Just a freshman. So I spent my freshman year playing JV. We ended up moving up to JV junior varsity. I did really good. Ended up getting moved up to varsity. The whole team, we were so good to the point where we didn't even fucking practice my freshman year because the people that I played with in freshman year was like people from different middle schools, so we all just teamed up on one team, and we were just fucking good, bro. It was like one of the best years of my entire life. High school, 9th grade year, best years of my entire life. We beat every fucking team in the damn county. Best time of my life. 9th grade, and then I ended up playing basketball. Ended up seeing that other side of the school of athleticism. Of like hanging out with my older cousins because they used to play basketball too. I had one older cousin that played basketball for varsity, so I was always exposed to like the older people. And then I had my other cousin Shamar. He was on the varsity football team, so I was always exposed to like all around like the older people. So they held me accountable of everything I did. So they treated me like I was them. So 9th grade year, I was just learning shit, making a name for myself. And they used to call me Lip in school. They used to be my name because I had big lips. So I didn't really get bullied in high school. I mean, I was always cracking jokes. I always wore nice clothes. My mom always made sure she took care of us. She made sure we had like clean clothes. So I never really got made fun of that. It was just like my lips. But I was the type of person where I'm going to crack jokes back on you. So boom, 10th grade year. That's when I started to get like serious. I had just found a girlfriend that I've been dating for 6 years now. That I'm no longer with. We broke up in 2020. I'm gonna get to that. So I used to go to her house and shit. And this is 10th grade year. This is when I was really getting out of touch with football. I was kind of fading away because I was seeing how everything worked out. How some of the scenes. This is me getting exposed to like high school to the point where like I'm seeing other people. It's only like a selected few getting like to college, and I'm seeing all of them come back. I'm like, why the fuck y'all coming back to this school? Like y'all should be in college somewhere. And I'm like seeing like how everything works. So I'm just going through the motions of football. In 10th grade. 10th grade, that's when I started to realize like life. Like, okay, I know I'm not gonna probably make it in football. I need to know what I want to do in life. Like I need to know. So as I was going through my whole 10th grade year, I had just met this girl. We used to always hang out all the time. More and more, I was just fading away from football. As I was fading away from football, life just started to hit me. And like I said, I had an older cousin playing basketball. His name is BJ, and he's in the military to this day right now. And I remember him talking about going to the military. So I was like, damn, I might need to go to the military because I never wanted to be a bum. This is when I was like 17 and I was 17. I think I was 16, probably 16, 17 in the 10th grade. So this is when I was like, okay, I know football is not going to work for me. I need to find something that's going to benefit me. So I kind of clinged on to him, did the buddy with him, saying that I'm going to go to the army and shit. And so I was just talking myself out of it, out of football. Like, I didn't want to really play it because I know, like I said, only a selected few. So I kind of like slowly left football. So junior year came around, still with the same girl. We got closer and closer. She know my family, I know her family. Shit just got deep. And just going through junior year, not playing football anymore because I quit in mid-season because one of the head coaches, he retired. So the team was just dying down. Nobody really take football serious. So I just left football. Like, I didn't play football no more. I didn't play basketball no more. So I was just like full time, just going to school and just working. That's how I just got a job at Dollar General. And I had needed a car because I got tired of taking a bus going to see my girlfriend. Like, I used to get off the school bus and then walk to her house every day, but I used to sneak and do that shit behind my mom's back. And I know I needed a car. So this is where I got the discipline and the drive from. And I know, my mom, she took care of us, but I knew the possibility of her getting me a car and myself getting myself a car, which I knew I had to bet on myself to get my own car because I couldn't wait on my mom. And plus, I don't want her to take it away from me if she, if I did something wrong. So I always wanted my own shit. So I ended up working at Dollar General. I saved up about 5 months, bought my first car for $800, which was a coupe. I always had coupes. That's why I got my Corvette now. But it was a Chrysler Sebring. It was a 2006 Chrysler Sebring with good miles. I ended up putting like 212s in it. And half of the junior year, I was just going back and forth to my girlfriend's house, getting more and more connection with her. And I was just really ready for life after that. I didn't really care about football. I just go to school, get my work done. And then boom, 12th grade year came. And then me and my girlfriend, we started to get serious. And we just got through senior year. Senior year was pretty much, I just had to go with the flow to just graduate. Ended up just graduating senior year. And this was back in 2019. I graduated in 2019. And graduated. Then boom, COVID had hit. I think COVID hit the beginning. I don't know. It hit somewhere at the beginning of January because I remember I had just graduated. We had ended up going to, after graduation, we had ended up going to Cleveland. I stayed in Cleveland for about, this was the time when all the riots happened with the George Floyd situation. So I stayed in Cleveland about 3 months. And me and my girlfriend, we had our own drywall company, so where her brother, we used to buy and sell phones, and like her dad owned his own drywall company that we used to work for. And we used to just go to like take different contracts to like different places in Cleveland, like Beechwood. It was Beechwood and what else area was in? Shaker. That was like one of the most popular areas, most richest areas in Cleveland, Ohio. And like I said, I moved away from my family for like 3 months. I was there with my ex and her family, just working out there. And I had just went against the grain. My mom always told me, think for yourself, do what you gotta do for you. Like, don't chase behind no girl. And mind you, I'm thinking I got my whole life set. I'm like, man, mom, this is the girl right here. Like, I got no life experience. My mom always told me to, be careful what I do. And I was like, mom, I got it. So we ended up coming back down here when all the whole George Floyd shit happened. Because I needed to come back home. Like, I needed to come back home. I still had, shit I needed to take care of here. So we ended up driving 18 hours here, me and her brother and her. And as we going through the cities, We used to see we seen all the riots, people running through the showroom, people fucking up downtown. So we went through like Virginia, we went through Georgia, we went through so many states, and we were seeing all the cities destroyed. We didn't even want to stop by no gas station. It was very dangerous because everybody was rioting at the time. And so fast forward from that, we ended up buying a house in 2020 after the COVID year. And that's when like shit really hit the fan. They say when you move in with your significant other, it speeds up the relationship. So I was getting too complacent. I was getting too comfortable. I also didn't tell you guys, I used to be a really big game freak, to where I used to sit on the fucking game all fucking day. And I did that from, I want to say since I was like 12. I used to play fucking 2K12. That's crazy. I ended up playing 2K12 from 2K12 all the way to like 2K24. That's why I think my last 2K I played was like 23 or 24. I stopped playing that shit. I don't play the game no more. But anyways, I used to play the game all day, you know, not fucking creating nothing, just being a fucking loser, just 13 hours a day on the game, while she would take, I ended up crashing my car too. I ended up crashing my Chrysler Sebring, and then COVID came. We had the money from the business. I ended up buying a car. So she didn't have a car. I ended up buying my own car, cash. And she used to take my car out to go do Instacart while I sit home and play the game all day. But I was still taking care of the house. Like, I was still paying the bills and shit. Like, I still had my own money. I was getting it from, from the business that we had, and I was getting it from, the stimulus check. We used to get stimulus checks too. So I had money coming in. So it was a great time for me to be a fucking bum. And bro, I was just playing the game all day, and I was really good at 2K. Like, if I show you guys my old highlights of 2K, I won basketball guys. Like, I was really fucking good. It was to the point where, like, if I miss a shot, I'll throw my fucking controller. Like, if I lose a game, the whole house will fucking feel it. Like, everything I did in life, I was so committed, and I always fucking got my way. If I said I was gonna do something, I fucking got it. So, end up, going our separate ways, and back in 2020, the shit just got too complacent. She ended up getting with somebody else. I'm not gonna really get into detail with everything that happens. I'm just giving you guys like a brief evolution of me in life. She ended up, doing what she did. I did what I did. We went our separate ways. So I ended up having to move. This is 2020 now, 2021 now. So I ended up having to move back in with my mom. I had to hear, oh, I told you so. So I was going through my first heartbreak. Remember, mind you, I was with this girl for almost 6 years. 6 fucking years with her. All I knew was her. I didn't know how to talk to no other female. I didn't know how to talk to anybody but her. I was with her for six fucking years. And shit just happened. First heartbreak. So I had to get back into my groove. Like, I was losing weight, losing sleep. I was always on YouTube, how to get over a breakup. They used to always give me some bullshit advice. The no contact rule. None of that shit worked. None of that shit worked. You have to work on yourself, bro. Like, you literally have to work on yourself to even overcome anything. So 2021 was like a year that I was just down bad, bro. I was losing weight. I was back at my mom's house, sleeping on the floor in my little sister's bedroom. And I end up finding a job, which was at BMW, where I like working at. Where I work now currently, I'm almost on my way out too. I've been there for about 5 years. I think I'm going on 5 years. So I ended up working at BMW. I ended up starting off as washing cars there for like the first few months, and then they moved me up to a lot porter, and then I got moved up to lot porter. Then I was a driver, and then now like I'm in wholesale. And that was all the way to 2021 to 2025. But I'm not talking about the evolution of my job. But 2021 was just a wake-up call that I know I had to do better. I had to get with this breakup. Getting my heart broken was the best thing I ever did. And I rekindle with all my high school friends that, go out. And all my friends were whores. Like, my friends, they used to get laid. They was cool guys. They was on the same type of timing with me. They had, like, the nice cars. And this one, I had just bought my M6 or my 650i BMW. And, I had just bought my BMW back in 2021 in February. And I just needed to get back in the game. Like, I needed to rekindle with my friends, and I needed to go out with them, start talking to more girls. So back in like the middle of 2021, I was just getting back in the groove of just going on dates with girls, seeing how that was. I took so many L's, bro. When I tell you, bro, I took so many, because I didn't know how to talk to girls. I didn't know the sexual dating market. I didn't know what to do, how to say. This shit didn't come natural for me. Like, I was like, fuck. I was treating everybody like a fucking girlfriend, even though I shouldn't. They all were bots. But, taking my L's, I used to see my friends get all the girls and shit, and I had to learn. So, 2022, I started to elevate. I started to make more money at my job. I started to move up. I was talking to, girls here and there. I was, boosting my confidence, even though I didn't heal the right way. I was going around. Now I was getting the hang of myself. Now I was getting the flow. So I would smash a girl here. I would smash the girl there. Now I'm feeling myself. Oh, she gonna feel me. My ex fucked up. I got a nice car. I got a good paying job. I'm screwing all these girls. And that was 2022. 2022, I was just fucking around, going out. Me and my friends used to always go out to the club, get bottles, do pointless shit, sleep with a whole bunch of women. We used to go all over Florida, just going out, going to college parties, going to bars, just sleeping with a whole bunch of girls. I thought it was cool to fuck women, like to have a lot of girls. Even though I think men should go through that. That's the process of being a guy. You have to learn from your mistakes. So 2022, I had just screwing around, bro. The whole year, just not on my purpose, just going with the flow. 2023, I had just bought my first SRT. I was so happy that I bought my SRT. Like, bro, I was in the game. Now I'm screwing like 9s and I wouldn't say no 10s, but I was screwing like all the bad bitches. Like, I was fucking. We used to go to Tallahassee, party and watch the games. We went to Miami. I was screwing a whole bunch of girls. Like, at this time, I was making a name for myself. Like, this is when I started to get popular. Like, everybody knew me. Girls used to call me a player. I used to think that shit was cool, bro. And I wasn't on my purpose. Mind you, I'm not even. But I always, one thing about me, I've always done my work. Like, I always made my money. But I knew I was called to a greater purpose. Like, I could literally go out one night and spend like countless of hours. I would just come home like at 4 a.m. and then get back up at 7 a.m. to go to work. I used to do that shit almost every fucking day. Like, I would literally go out. I used to live double lives, bro. Used to go out and then go back to work at 7 a.m. and work like a 16-hour shift, bro. It was fucking crazy. So I knew I had that dog in me to do something, bro. I just didn't know what it was. Like, I didn't know what was going to be my next level up. I thought about just like working more at my job or just get me to where I wanted to be. So just screwing on these girls, bro. Like, I was like, all right, I'm living life, bro. I'm going out, getting sections. I'm talking to different girls. I got a nice ride outside. This when I just got my apartment. Like, bro, I'm living life. I thought I was living life. I'm like, bro, I'm living life. Like, I can't be fucking stopped. Breaking girls over, bro. I want to say from like 2022 to like the beginning of like 2020. No, I would say the end of 2023, bro. I screwed over like over 100 girls. Like, I was fucking everybody. Like, it's not something to be glorified, but I was screwing a lot of women, bro. And the end of 2022, I was like, bro, I gotta elevate, because I always wanted more shit. Like, I was never satisfied. I was always happily dissatisfied. So 2023 I was still fucking around first part of the year. I know I needed to switch I didn't know how I needed to switch. I would see people go to the gym and shit. I didn't think it was possible for me to get muscle. I didn't think it was possible for me to even have time to go to the gym while I'm still going out and drinking. So fast forward to the end of 2023, back in October, as I told you guys before, one of my first videos I ever made, I ended up going to jail. So that's when my personal development kicked in. Bro, I'm getting chills right now, bro, because had I not go to jail, I probably wouldn't have been here. It's crazy because I kind of set myself up. But then again, it wasn't really my fault. So I used to go to Orlando. I'm gonna give you guys like a brief story. I don't want to get too caught up with it, but long story short, I was speeding in Orlando up and down on the highway. I ended up getting away from a cop, and she ended up getting my license plate. So she basically dinged my car. Like when I go to Orlando and the cops see my car, because I had a yellow SRT, Bumblebee, fucking noticeable, loud and obnoxious, you can't miss it. And they knew I was going. I'm always in Orlando, bro. Every week, every day, I'm damn near Orlando. I don't even live in Orlando. I live in Melbourne, Florida, which is like, at the time, it was like 40 to 60 minutes away. It was nothing for me. I was always on the road. I was always going to girls' houses, doing stupid shit, bro. But anyways, they caught me Halloween. They was like, they see me, like, my luck is bad. I'm sitting in traffic, going to the club. We had just bought a section, and we was late. Boom, I get bum rush. I end up having a firearm on my door. They end up taking me to jail for having a firearm on my door, saying it was open in the public. They said that it was a probable cause, that they seen a felon in the car. But how can you see if it was a felon in the car if the other cop said he pulled me over for intent? It was just some bullshit. So I ended up going to jail for about 3 or 4 days, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. And it kind of woke me up to the point where I knew I needed to do something. This is God testing me. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, how did I even go to the jail for this shit? Like, all the shit I did in life, I shouldn't be going to jail. So boom, I ended up getting in the car accident right when I left the jail, like a day after. Boom, I get in the car. So I'm like, damn, God, what is it? Like, I ended up colliding with my coworker at work. But it was his fault. He ended up hitting me, and I'm sitting in the hospital. I'm like, how the fuck I go from jail to a hospital? God, like, what is it? Like, is my luck is bad? Not knowing all this was for me to build me up to the man I'm becoming today. And so fast forward from, it was October that I went to jail, and then I went to the hospital. Okay, so fast forward to 2024. Now, I always wanted a Corvette, so I ended up buying a Corvette and, purchasing it, pre-ordered it, and I had just got it in, I want to say, beginning of January. So boom, brand new Corvette, traded my SRT in for it, and drove for about 2 days, and then boom, check engine light on my car. I'm like, bro, I can't catch a break. Mind you, I went to jail in October. I got in a car accident. No, I went to jail Halloween. So I'm gonna show you guys the evolution of my fucking pain that I went through. And I'm like, God, what is it? I can't do anything. Like, this is me talking to myself. So mind you, I went to jail in October, and then boom, I ended up going to the hospital the first week of November. So boom, I went to jail in the hospital, and then New Year's came, December. I had lost my job. They ended up firing me because I used to work at a valet company where I used to just park cars. It was just a side job, and I ended up getting fired from there. I'm like, fuck, man, this shit was happening at a domino effect, and I was never counting my blessings. I was just counting all my L's. I'm like, fuck, man, I just went to jail, got in the car accident, lost my job, boom. And mind you, I was living alone by myself, and I needed to foot the bill for my bills, because this other job really helped me with my bills. I'm like, fuck, man, now I gotta worry about this shit. Like, this is just so fucking much for me. And boom, fast forward to January, got a new job. I got up, so I quitted my job getting fired from my job was nothing because God blessed me with I ended up getting a raise at BMW, so God gave me a little break there to pay for my bills. God always make a way, bro. So boom, January, I ended up ordering my brand new Corvette that I always wanted. Then boom, first week driving it, boom, fucking check engine light. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? So long story short, the check engine was a bad solenoid. So the Corvette, as you guys know, got 8 gears in it, and one of the gears was fucked up. And you know what's crazy? This problem never happened to nobody. Like, I'm talking to the service advisor. He was like, yeah, your part is on back order. And at the time, I'm like, what the fuck is back order mean? So back order is like something they haven't made in a manufacturer, so they have to make it. And then it's long story short, it was no time limit on it. So I was like, when am I gonna get my car back? Like, I just got my car. Like, it's a brand new Corvette. Like, I want my damn car. Like, damn, bro, I went through a lot. I want my car. So they ended up giving me a loaner, and I didn't want that shit. It was a fucking Equinox. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And at the time, bro, me and my friends, this is 2024. We was getting ready to go to Gasparilla. Like, everybody, all the girls gonna be out there. Like, I need my motherfucking car, bro. Like, I need it. So I ended up not going out my fucking car, and I ended up not getting my car. So about 3 months later, like, it's like when I was like worrying so much about it, it felt so long. I ended up letting God take over, and just letting him work his job. And then boom, it called me out of nowhere, like, hey Willie, your car is ready. I was so happy. You know, I was like a kid again. Mind you, I didn't have my car for 3 months, so this is like one of my first time driving it. So ended up driving it for about a couple months. Basically, this was when I get my car. Okay, I got it in January. The end of March, that's when I got it back. And then my birthday was coming up. And I was just flexing my car, thinking I was shit, all that. Mind you, 2024 was last year, beginning of last year. And I was just flexing my shit. I'm like, damn, look at me, yeah, I got the Corvette, just talking shit. And I always knew I was called to a greater purpose. Like, it was just, God was telling me that I need to be doing something. Like, he was always pushing me to do something. And it wasn't until May 2024, I think it was May 9th, my friend's birthday. No, that was in March. May 9th is when we went to Miami. And we had a party. We ended up going out to bars and shit. I ended up getting like wasted drunk. And I ended up almost getting it. Long story short, I don't want to rat on myself, but I ended up almost getting a DUI. I was driving under the influence. Good thing the cop was cool and he let me go, but I could have ended my life. Like, I could have killed somebody, or somebody could have killed me, or I could have went to jail. And when God gave me that grace of just saying that it's possible for me to do something, mind you, bro, I always knew I needed to be in shape, but I didn't know how. So boom, after I leave Miami back in May, I end up just getting shit-faced and driving home one day. Driving home back from Miami, I ended up calling off from work because I was so drunk. And I ended up scrolling online, you know, on my Instagram feed, and I ran across Wes Watson, and he really helped me get my life in order. He was telling people how to get in shape. You're a bitch if you got tiny arms. Mind you, I was 170 last year. I'm 225 now. Like, I gained shit ton of weight, and it was like muscle, and I put it on fast. He was just putting me in a trance. When I talk about my videos about, you know, getting in shape, being a man, like, he really shed a light on me to where I changed for the better. So I just started locking in gym, you know, focusing more on myself, not drinking and smoking anymore, not lusting over the women, and just elevating to where I'm at now. And each month I would just level up. And I just hit my year mark in May 21st. of 1 year consistent in the gym, being 1 year consistent not drinking or smoking. And I'm just elevated now to where now I'm helping others. I just started my online coaching business, and I got even closer with God throughout the whole year. I've been getting closer with God. I'm like 8 months consistent with church, and now I've been documenting and journaling my whole progress. And that was I know I was all over the place, but that was a little brief story on me, of who I am. I'm just a kid from Melbourne, Florida, that had big dreams, that always wanted better for myself. I just didn't really have the guidance. God took me through some trials and tribulations to where it got me to where I am now. And I'm nowhere where I want to be right now. And I know God got greater things for me. He's literally making me stronger right now. And I'm being the man to my younger self that I needed. So I'm becoming that man that I needed to help others, give back to others. And I just thank God for just giving me grace to where I am now, because I am not supposed to be here. I fucked up so much in life, and I want to let you guys know that you guys all have a purpose. You just have to work on yourself, and God will give you that clarity of just you following what you need to be following, your dreams, what God has set out for you. And I know this video a little bit longer than usual. I'm probably like around like 30 minutes right now, but man, bro, I really wanted to get this video out to you guys to show you who I really am. I'm nothing different from you guys. I'm still learning how to get on camera. I'm still learning how to, work out in the gym. I'm still learning how to eat cleaner. I'm still learning how to deal with people. I just got to a point where I needed to get on camera, and I needed to translate what I learned right now to the people. And I've been consistent. I won't miss. I will always give back to you guys. I'll always be here for you guys. And I love you guys. You guys have a great day.